I used to live in the PWD health quarters in Tanjong Pagar. Those buildings have all been demolished now, but I remember in those days, when I was in secondary 4, there used to be this casuarina tree just outside the house. My brother had a motorcycle that he always parked there. At night, whenever my brother returned, we could hear a sound like a baby crying coming from the tree. We used to think it was probably some kitten crying or something, but it was strange how it was always late at night, sometimes around midnight, that we heard it. Another thing was that I would stay up late at night to study for my A-levels. Always around midnight there would be a knocking on the back door. My response was always to go to the prayer room just opposite, say some prayers and rub some holy ash on my forehead. One night, I just got up my courage, and after saying my prayers and putting on the holy ash, when I heard the knocking again, I just went to the door and opened it wide. There was no one there. Being a bit nervous, I looked around at the back, but there was really no one there. I don't know what I was expecting to see anyway, but I guess I was glad not to see anything after all. This didn't mean the knocking stopped. It continued to occur as long as I studied late at night. Of course, this was distracting, so probably that's why I didn't do so well in my A-levels. It was only after we moved out of the quarters that my father finally told us something that could have explained some of the strange goings-on. He said that in the old days, before he got married, he was one of 4 bachelors staying in those quarters. One of them was rather old, and he used to keep his life savings hidden under a rice gunny sack. At least that's what my father told us. One day somebody stole the old man's savings, and the man was so broken that right in the same house he hanged himself from the beams. On our last day in the house, before we left, we made offerings, although at that time I didn't know what it was for. Only my parents and my eldest brother knew, for the soul of that old man. We made offerings of fruits and the usual stuff as something for all those 30 years that we were there, the fact that he never gave us any problems.